Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome, commentary show. Hope you're doing well. So having a wonderful day on this 26th September 2025. It is a glorious day on this Friday. Today we're talking about cenat. We're talking about Linkin Park. So I'm a big fan of cenat. I'll be completely honest. I loved his Elden Ring playthrough. I loved his Sekiro playthrough. Do I watch him every single day? No. Do I watch his in real life shit that I watch at university? No. Right? However, yesterday he was doing a marathon. And this is kind of weird because cenat is one of those beloved content creators. So it is rare that people are making hate content about him. But lately there's been a lot of hate content about him. And the hate content, give me a sec. Tim. Your mom is awesome. She is. I'm getting comments, sorry. My apologies. We've been drinking energy drinks. It's very rare that we have a content for Kai, but there was some. And they were calling it Marathon Begaton. And I just felt bad for the guy because, you're the rising star, and then like everything that goes up goes down, But yesterday, and it's the power of what you're able to accomplish. Like Kai, yes, Kai is young. Kai has a lot to learn. Kai is a huge personality. Like the fact that he has freaking Kevin Hart to his stream, right? The fact that he had so many celebrities. And yesterday he had Linkin Park, and I had to say, this was great. This was great because Linkin Park be part of the stream. And it's kind of crazy because they're still at the metal, right? Did Linkin Park got paid to do that, or they were able to say like, yo, Kai has a freaking lot of influence. He has a lot of reach, so we can use that reach to reach a new public. And it's just sad because when you saw the Linkin Park, we saw Emily Armstrong, who I think is amazing. Get a lot of hate, so we're gonna be talking about the hate. Talk about the fact that first of all, let's finish with Kai. Shout out for having Linkin Park, dude. Honestly, super cool. Did not expect this. People were super impressed. Like, holy shit, there's no way that he got Linkin Park. Now for the Emily Armstrong. Okay, so first of all, for Linkin Park in itself, has went down literally a lot. I was born in the 90s, 93. And when I was in middle school, they were the most popular band. There was two bands that you could listen to, and you were cool. You had Eminem and you had Linkin Park, right? If you were listening to anything else, it was like, what the fuck are you listening to? You're not listening to them. So it was kind of cool, right? And back in my middle school, they released two albums. Well, one album. I don't remember if it's Arbitrary or Meteora, which was their Rising. And then they kind of disappeared. It was Minute to Midnight. The Minute to Midnight was only made popular because of a movie called Transformer, who had a song at the end. So the cool thing is, the first movie had a song, which was What I've Done. The second song of the second movie was New Divide. So give me reason to fill me up, cross this new divide. I used to know the lyrics by heart. Obviously, I'm not a cool guy anymore. So they had that, right? But then after that, they had the Hunting Party. And Linkin Park is this band that you always knew was legendary, but you didn't keep up with. For example, I was watching this movie, and I told this story before. It's Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. And something insane happened during that movie. I was listening to the outro, and I heard a song, and I recognized Chester's voice. Like, holy crap, this is Linkin Park, this is Powerless. So yeah, but Linkin Park again never was as big as their Arbitrary Meteora days, even to a point where I would listen to more of Fort Minor, which, remember the name Kanji, Where'd You Go, than Linkin Park itself, because it had Mike Shinoda, which is also a member of, or now the founding member of Linkin Park. And so they had a lot, and then Chester died, sadly, and the whole music industry was backing them. And I think the whole music industry backing them is it was a testament of how much these guys made content with Jay-Z, which is unbelievable. They did this Linkin Park remix, and instead of Paper Cut, it was phone is too hot. Ooh, that's great. That is great. Okay, so now what happened is we don't have enough storage. Why is that great? Because we upload a bunch of videos, and I can delete a couple, right? So across this new divide, I've been arguing with a friend today And it's kind of caca. It's kind of caca. We've been arguing back and forth. And look at this 10 message, bro. Holy. He's my boy. I love him, but fuck. He's my boy. I love him, but fuck. Holy. I'm dumb. I'm gonna see things like I got a video here that is 7 hours long. 7 hours, 33 minutes. And I'm gonna delete it. I'm like, you know what? I don't have to delete it. Just delete it, bro. You did upload it already. What's the rush wrong with you? So, give me a sec, because I want to do a good job, because if I delete this 7 hours video and I didn't upload it, I take a imaginary gun, I load it with imaginary bullets, and I shoot it at an imaginary head looking like my own head. So tell me lost and treat me life and everything that you deny, and each regrets will keep the fun with our mistake turned on behind, and your voice was all I heard. Then I'll get what I deserve. So give me reason to fill me up. Collect the thought between, let the thoughts go a distance in the night. Give me reason to fill me up. So, the funeral in itself was a very big. It was this band. I was respecting them, and everybody in the industry was shattered because Chester was really talented. He was really talented. He was a good dude. And the sad thing about Chester dying, and this is not the subject, right? Because again, rest in peace. The sad thing in that video that he did was a meal with his family and smiling, and he's having fun, you know. So the depression itself, and then the last song that he released was One More Light. One More Light, which is basically who cares if one more light goes out. So I don't know the lyrics by heart. Just need the beats. Just need the beats. I used to be a huge fan of Linkin Park. Why? It's one of the first bands that I listened to, but most of all, AMV, Kingdom Heart AMV. One More Light. Yeah. So of course there's an ad, Facebook ad. How long is it? Who cares if one more night comes out? Beautiful song. Again, beautiful, super big artist. And then he replaced it with Emily. Now, I'm skipping a lot. There's 4 or 5 years where he didn't do anything. And then Linkin Park became this forgotten thing. Imagine, Mike was talking about Mike Shinoda, which I have a lot of respect for. Talking about how his daughter didn't even know what was Linkin Park. He was like, okay, well, there's a legacy here. Let's continue. And they had Emily Armstrong. And this is kind of crazy because I made a couple of videos about it. What would I think about Emily Armstrong? Emily Armstrong is a great thing because you have a revival of a Linkin Park. It is in Linkin Park. It's Linkin Park 2.0, right? But at the same time, it's a revival. Is this band that I'm doing? For example, you take a band like Metallica, who have been doing music for 30 plus years, and you're like, okay, well, most of the band original members are gone. Slipknot has been doing music for decades. Most of the bands are gone. Following Reverse, some member left, you know. Even Motions in White has been doing music since 2006. Some people left. It's normal, right? Now it's a bit sadder because it's Chester. He's a legend. He's dead. With Emily, I felt like, okay, well, let's do something with the Linkin Park. At least it exists again, but it's not the same thing. And then it's kind of cool because what happened during the Begathon was freaking amazing. People were super down to see Linkin Park. That was good to see that they still had a pull, right? And what happened is really nice because what they started was they started with Absinthe Machine. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be, and then people were loving Emily Armstrong. And then she did a song which is What I've Done, which is what? When my time comes, I get the wrong. No, leave all the rest. What I've Done. I forgot about What I've Done. What I've Done. I forgot about this. This is shameful. Let's do a little bit, and we'll know the lyrics. That's it. You don't remember the melody. You remember the lyrics, but not the melody. We choose now. So when mercy come and walk away, all I've done, I face myself to cut out what I feel. Oh, erase myself and let go of all life done. What you taught of me. Such a good song. And when you were singing that, people were singing R.I.P. Chester, and I saw a lot of comments, which is perfect. See, Linkin Park has a really good case, and now that I did this video like 2 years ago. Now that I'm more mature, hopefully, possibly not, I am able to portray my emotion or my thoughts about it better. If Linkin Park is going forward, which is great, go forward, which is great. They already have like 2 albums to their name with the new singers. It's just when, and it feels disrespectful. It feels disrespectful to Chester when they're singing this song, you know? And it's a shame because Emily's not a bad singer. She's super talented. But you put her against Chester, who not only was incredibly talented, but had emotion in his voice. Chester had a shitty childhood. Most of his song was about the trauma. Paranoid, he said, was about him being SA, you know? It was one of the songs that he was thinking about being SA. And it's nuts because this emotion gave him the power to, and music was all he had, was his way to describing himself. And it was even more amazing as Chester took a bullet for Linkin Park. There's an interview where some music producer approached Chester, and they were like, yo, you're really, really good. We want to sign you. And then Chester was like, okay, cool. When can we perform? And the producer apparently said something along the line of, that's the thing, it's just you. And Chester would have said, no, if it's not with me and the boys, there's no me. So he sacrificed a more prolific career to push other people, which is amazing, you know? So all of that to say, with Linkin Park, what I feel is you literally have a book called Linkin Park, right? The first chapter is a prologue, right? And the peak of the form, which is Midra Arbitrary. Second chapter, it's different, right? But it's still Linkin Park. And then you got a third chapter, which is no longer Chester, it's Emily. And as long as they stay in that chapter, they can write 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And at the 10, guess what? At 10, Mike leave the group, or Emily leave the group, and you have another thing. As long as you move forward, what we're doing is they're. But at the same time, should we let an artist as beloved as Chester memory die? No, you know. They even did an 8-bit album. That 8-bit album was fucking phenomenal. You just I share this because something that I taught. But by the way, shout out to Kai because it was amazing. The performance was amazing. The fact that he played in his room was insane. And I saw a lot of hate towards him for the Begaton. Bro, it's normal. This guy has a expensive lifestyle, you know, and he's used to a lot of money coming in. When the money dries out, doesn't know what to do because he has this lifestyle. You make a rich man rich, it's not gonna change his life. You make a poor man rich, it's not gonna be the poor man anymore. And going back to the poor, he's gonna be afraid of that. So, and there's a fear also. So, but you get content. Why are you complaining? I had a fight with a friend today, and that friend was pissed because I'm not getting into it, but basically it was hurting the business aspect of thing. I was like, I want to be friend with you, but not online because you're jeopardizing what I'm building, right? And he was pissed at me. That sucks. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.